Distinguished guests, if you are able, please stand. Her Excellency, the Right Honourable Dame Cindy Kiro, Governor-General of New Zealand.
Morangi ki mua ko te hāpai o ki muri. Ia tau iho na mana ki tanga ki runga ki tēnā o tātā. He honore he kororia he mau ngārongo ki runga ki te mata o te whenua. He whakaro pai ki ngā tangata katoa. Arohaina ngā teina me ngā tuakana e noho nei I rungi te whakaro ko tahi.
Please be seated. E ngā mana, e ngā reo, e ngā iwi o ngā haue whā, tēnei aku mihi mahana ki o koutou. Nau mai, haere mai, ki te whare nei, te whare o te kāwana tianara, ki Tāmaki Makaurau. Tēnā tātou katoa. Distinguished guests, it is my pleasure to welcome you all to Government House, Auckland, for today's investiture ceremony. I'd like to specifically acknowledge Mr. Joe Harawira, our kaumātua, and Mrs. Pauline Hopa, our kuia. Tēnā kōrua. Hosting investiture ceremonies is one of the most important duties I perform on behalf of His Majesty, the King of New Zealand. I'm delighted to bring together such an extraordinary group of New Zealanders. You have each brought pride and a greater sense of well-being to Aotearoa New Zealand through your outstanding achievements and your service to our communities. On behalf of all New Zealanders, I extend my sincerest thanks to you for your contributions. After each recipient is honoured, I invite you to join with me in congratulating them. Mr. Ward Carmel will now summon the recipients and read their citations.
Your Excellency, to receive the insignia of a Companion of the New Zealand Order of Merit, Emeritus Professor Jill Hooks of Auckland for services to accountancy and education. Emeritus Professor Jill Hooks was Senior Lecturer in Accountancy and Law and then Academic Group Leader at Auckland University of Technology. She has held multiple teaching and board roles at Massey University, advancing from lecturer to Professor of Accounting and Emeritus Professor, serving also as Academic Coordinator of the Auckland campus. She has led teaching of the final qualifying exam for the New Zealand Institute of Chartered Accountants and the Master of Accounting and Finance and Master of Business degrees at Massey. Her research has helped shape accounting standards, including improvements to reporting nationally and internationally. She is a well-cited, published academic and has held visiting professor appointments in Queensland and Seattle. Professor Hooks edited the Pacific Accounting Review Journal and served on the Auckland Region Accounting Conference Organisation Committee. Emeritus Professor Jill Hooks, please come forward. Your Excellency, to receive the insignia of a companion of the King's Service Order, Mr. Ru Amato of Wairoa for services to survivors of abuse in care. Ru Amato, Ngāti Kaungunu, Ngāriki Kaipūtahi, has been a board member of the Waikato branch of male survivors of sexual abuse. He has been an advocate for takatāpui and rainbow community survivors and has used his personal experience at St. Joseph's School in Wairoa to advocate for male survivors of sexual abuse by priests. He has represented the rainbow community for Out at Work, a support network for LGBTQI+ workers advocating for inclusivity at worksites. Mr. Amato is a member of the Survivor Advisory Group of Experts for the Royal Commission of Inquiry into the Historical Abuse in State Care and in the Care of Faith-Based Institutions, where he has advocated to ensure the concerns and interests of all survivors, including those from rainbow communities, are accounted for. Mr. Ru Amato, please come forward. Paura Moyle of Thames for services to survivors of abuse in care. Paura Moyle, Ngāti Porou ki Wareka Ika, has used their personal experience to serve as a social worker for more than 30 years. They were part of Te Ara Takatū reference group, a group of Māori-led survivors, kaupapa Māori advocates and academics who met regularly with the Royal Commission of Inquiry into the Historical Abuse in State Care and in the care of faith-based institutions. They researched Hahauri Ahatea, Māori involvement in state care 1950 to 1999, commissioned by the Crown and used as a source for the inquiry's report. They also researched voices of takatāpui, rainbow and MVP FAFF+ survivors, an independent research report. Paura Moyle was the lead claimant in the Waitangi Tribunal's Oranga Tamariki inquiry and provided their experience of abuse to the inquiry and the Crown Response Unit. Paura Moyle, please come forward. Your Excellency, to receive the insignia of an officer of the New Zealand Order of Merit, Mr. Tony Shaw of Wanaka, for services to people with intellectual disabilities and the community. Tony Shaw began his legal career in 1980 in Timaru, developing advocacy, leadership and advisory skills. He joined the committee of the IHC South Canterbury branch and went on to join the IHC New Zealand Inc. board, serving as New Zealand President from 2003 to 2005. He has been chair of the National Board of IHC since 2020, helping guide the organisation's 4,000 people with intellectual disabilities and 4,000 support staff through the COVID-19 pandemic. He has held leadership roles on related boards, including the IHC Foundation Charitable Trust, Accessible Properties New Zealand, IDEA Services, and the Donald Beasley Institute Trust. In his local community, Mr. Shaw has been involved in training and mentoring young legal and business professionals through the Law Society and South Canterbury Chamber of Commerce. Mr. Tony Shaw, please come forward. Your Excellency, to receive the insignia of a member of the New Zealand Order of Merit, Mr. Dale Bailey of Auckland, for services to education. Dale Bailey was Head of Geography, Curriculum Coordinator and a Teacher Librarian at Awatapu College. At the Education Review Office, he was a Review Officer, Senior Review Officer, National Manager for Review Services and Northern Deputy Chief Review Officer. He was Area Manager for the Northern Region with Careers New Zealand. As the Tumu Whakarai Chief Executive of the Springboard Trust, he is focused on equity in education and the relationship between education and social and economic development. He is Chair of SPELD New Zealand, supporting people with dyslexia and other learning disabilities. Mr. Bailey formed Capable Auckland to link organisations in the education and employment space. Mr. Dale Bailey, please come forward. The late Venerable Joseph Uta of Rotorua for services to the Anglican Church, Māori, and the community. The late Venerable Joseph Uta, Mātātua, Ngāti Awa, Te Arawa, Ngāti Pikiao, Tūaurangi, was Archdeacon at St Mark's, Rotorua. He was District Missioner in Waiariki for Te Hui Amaorangi o Te Manawa o Te Hueke Episcopal region within the Anglican Church in Aotearoa, New Zealand and Polynesia. He worked with the Māori Land Courts and has chaired Pupuaruhe Marae Reservation, Warekarakia Restoration, Tārewa Lands Trust and Hānau Lands Trust, and was a Māori Lands Trust consultant and advisor. The Venerable Huta provided mentorship and taught programs in various contexts for positive outcomes and engaged with local organisations to address issues of poverty, homelessness, addiction and mental health. The Venerable Joseph Huta's insignia will be received by his daughter Margaret and son Joseph. Please come forward. Your Excellency, to receive the King's Service Medal, Mrs. Ray Nebben of Auckland for services to print media and the community. Ray Nebben was founder of and managed the Hawick and Pakuranga Times newspaper from 1972. Her newspaper has been respected by the community and the news industry. She continuously engages with the leaders of community groups, schools, sports clubs and interest groups. For 30 years, she and her team sponsored and ran the Hawick Santa Parade, one of the largest Santa parades in the country. She was the first woman appointed to the committee of the New Zealand Community Newspapers Association. Mrs. Nebben established the Hawick Charitable Trust and helped raise $31,000 for a community monument. Mrs. Ray Nebben, please come forward. Mrs. Jyoti Parasha of Auckland for services to the community. Jyoti Parasha has been involved with Bal Vikas children development classes at Paratia Mondia, where she started as a Hindi teacher and now manages all classes. She is chair of the Education Committee. She has spearheaded a mums and babies group, a women's support group, job search workshops, yoga, math and database classes, and English classes for new migrants. She has supported older adults, particularly in South Asian communities, and as a social worker, she is focused on senior abuse response. Mrs. Parasha is chairperson of Disha New Zealand Charitable Trust and the Justice of the Peace. Mrs. Jyoti Parasha, please come forward. Your Excellency, the investiture has concluded.
New Zealand's honours system is our highest public affirmation of outstanding individual achievement. It reinforces those things that make our society better: service, manaakitanga, and the pursuit of excellence. I also sincerely thank those of you who were recognised for your selfless service on behalf of survivors and children at risk. Your experiences and the paths that you have chosen to take all serve to highlight our responsibilities to uphold the humanity of every member of our society, and particularly our tamariki, rangatahi, and our elderly. To our recipients, it has been a privilege to hear your stories. You have each used your talents and abilities and your advocacy to improve the lives of fellow New Zealanders. In doing so, you embody the sentiments expressed by the great Nigerian playwright Wole Soyinka when he said, "Human life has meaning only as long as it is lived in the service of humanity." I urge recipients to wear your insignia with pride at every opportunity, knowing you inspire others by your example. On behalf of the King of New Zealand and all New Zealanders, I congratulate you on your achievements, and I thank you once again for your service to our country. Kia ora, hui mai nei I tēnei rā. Now, very shortly, the formal part of this afternoon's ceremony will conclude, and I will welcome you to enjoy the hospitality or manaakitanga of the house, and this special time among your family and friends and perhaps colleagues. But first, I invite you to look at the back of your program for the words to the national anthem in Te Reo Māori and English. Please stand and join me in singing it.